This episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is sponsored by Magic Spoon. You know, I was a cereal kid, and now I am a cereal man. When I need a snack, I usually reach for a bowl, a spoon, and a box of my favorite cereal I had when I was young. But thanks to Magic Spoon, I can read my comics or watch cartoons and enjoy a cereal with 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs per serving. At only 140 calories per serving, I can devour this keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free version of my childhood breakfast cereals the way I did as a carefree boy during a simpler time, but with the assurance I need as an adult who needs to consider what he's eating. Click the link below to get some Magic Spoon cereal today to help you accomplish your health goals in the new year. You can grab a variety pack and try it today, and be sure to use the promo code ComicPop at checkout to get $5 off of any order, or go to magicspoon.com/ComicPop. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed by a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So click the link below and use the code ComicPop for $5 off, or go to magicspoon.com/ComicPop and save $5 today. And thanks again to Magic Spoon. Hey everybody, welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
This is where we take comic books united under some kind of theme, and then we rate them after we tell you a little bit about what happened in each issue based on a hidden criteria that we don't share with anybody that is baffling to most. We're doing part 2 of Dark Batmen from the Multiverse. People have been asking us to talk about these particular Dark Multiverse versions of Batman forever. And I'm very excited to be finally talking about them because I've read all of these, I own these. It took me a while to get the physical copies of them because people like these a lot. So they wanted them. There are action figures of them. McFarlane himself made at least all of these into action figures.
Would you say these are the 3 best and we did the 3 worst?
I would say that's true.
Okay.
Certainly by our audience's standards. So, also, these go in order. There's actually like a story or a through line, which I do not care about. We're talking about Dark Batman and whether they're cool or not.
Yeah, it barely matters.
Barely matters. Well, especially because it's from an event from like forever ago, so who cares?
Yeah.
But we got Batman if he were the Flash, Batman the Red Death. There's Batman the Murder Machine, which is if he were Cyborg, and if he were a Green Lantern, the Dawn Breaker. I don't know why he comes up with that.
I don't know. It's kind of a cool sounding name.
Light.
Yep.
Something about light.
I mean, it's in the issue, but like, it's pretty flimsy. We'll get into it. So let's jump into it. Ben, tell us all about Batman the Red Death. I assume that this is about Batman marrying his cousin and her getting tuberculosis.
It is. It's actually pretty sad. There's a whole song at the end about it, and how she has to leave her child in the care of this foster parent, who then goes on in France to lead the revolution. Wait, that's
you just combined Les Miserables and Edgar Allan Poe.
Anyway, this is Batman the Red Death, written by Joshua Williamson with art by Carmine Di Giandomenico.
Yeah.
In this book, you've got Flash running away. It is the Earth -52.
Oh.
We have to specify the negative.
Yes.
'Cause that's important.
It's in the Dark Multiverse.
Yeah. Flash is running away, and Batman is chasing. Well, we're not sure who's chasing him, but you turn a page, guess what? It's Batman.
Right.
He's got the Captain Cold gun and some sort of staff.
Weather Wizard's rod.
There we go.
He's got the glasses
he's
too.
He's got Captain Cold's glasses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I knew. It was just like, I know that gun.
Yeah. I don't know why he has those. Those are for protecting him from snow blindness.
Yeah, well, you know, when he creates cold from Captain Cold's gun.
Right, there will be sunlight glinting off the snow.
Which I'm calling foul right off the bat. No pun intended. First thing, okay, so yeah, Captain Cold, freeze ray, okay, makes sense. Plus, Batman's got to put on all the accoutrements that are the rogues.
Sure.
He's parlayed all of Flash's villains and made it into a like armor that he could fight Flash with.
Yeah, he's got like 2 different guns on his belt that he never uses.
You have Mr. Freeze's technology. You don't need to call out Captain Cold stuff. I know it's just so we know that you've stolen the rogue stuff.
Yeah.
But the trouble is if I take Mr. Freeze's stuff, like, where's that leaving him and Nora? Well, I don't want to deplete his supply.
Well, I'm sure he has one of his freeze rays. I'm just saying, like,
no, it's like connected to his suit, isn't it?
Well, no.
Because his minions use them, right? Just like regular
Well,
guns.
sometimes. It really depends. Mr. Freeze is very inconsistent. That's probably why he used Captain Cold.
The point is that we have to use Captain Cold stuff so that we know, oh, this is the stuff that is usually normally used to fight the Flash.
Exactly.
And it never works, but it will with Batman because it's
smarter.
Batman.
He's better than that.
Maybe in this universe there is no Mr. Freeze. This is Earth -52. This could be anything.
I mean, it comes from a springboard of it's everything as it was, but then Batman had this bad idea.
Yeah.
And the reason Batman had this bad idea is what he wants to do is he wants to get the Speed Force from Barry.
Yeah, he wants to steal the Speed Force from Barry and use it for himself.
I need it. You have to give it to me. Why does he need it? Well, as it turns out, all the Robins are dead. I can't just do what I've always done and make a new Robin.
Yeah, well, you know, he always goes from a Robin to a Robin. You don't like lose all Robins and then make a new Robin.
Yeah, and he's only lost the one Robin.
Yeah, the rest of them
and
are
that one came
Nightwings
back
and
to
Red
friggin'
Hoods.
life.
Yeah,
so it's like he's never lost any
It's a little more
Robin.
traumatic
Yeah.
than what he's actually been through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's going a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say.
He has his own technology, and he comes out with the Bat Tank.
Yeah.
From Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns Bat Tank.
Yep.
Which he
got
has
the
right
shot.
now in the prime of his life. He's got to have this Bat Tank.
Well, because Dark Knight Returns, and Williamson is a big fan, and I get it. There's
Yeah.
actually a shot when he comes out of the tank. It's the exact same pose that he makes in the full page splash from
Yeah,
DKR.
just hunched over.
Yep. I'm like, okay, fine. It's
Okay.
a couple years later, maybe, whatever. The point is,
Either
homage.
Josh
Yeah.
or Carmine is just like, I really like this.
I like
We need
this.
it.
Yeah.
You don't want to save that for the Dark Knight Returns Dark Multiverse tie-in
Yeah, what
book?
if that ended badly?
Yeah.
Where's that? Where's Dark
Yeah.
Knight Returns?
Is there
Dark
not
Multiverse?
one? I just assumed that there was.
Yeah, Earth negative 86?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I like that. That's
Right?
good.
Where is that?
It should happen. They didn't make it.
They didn't.
Why would we? What? Batman
will.
fights the mutant leader and loses.
There we
Yeah,
go.
He's
And then-
humiliated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
old
and-
Batman fails.
Right, he fails and Carrie ascends and she becomes like Batman
There
or
you go.
something, or he kills Superman at the end, or Superman kills him.
Oh.
What if Carrie sees that Batman is defeated, defeats the mutants herself, but then leads a gang of mutants? Is like you keep what you kill kind of
Yeah, she becomes the leader of the mutants. Well, this is just pitching other things.
Yeah.
But,
thing. Anyway, getting back to Flash. Flash keeps saying like you can't turn back time, you can't fix this,
even though he literally
could.
does.
Yeah.
So
Only I
you know,
can.
You can't.
Barry's just like, look, I'm gonna be a friend on this. I'll help you out. And that's when Batman like stabs him in the leg with a freeze ray, or some kind of
Like, yeah, you will help me.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, a
I just said I was
cryostasis
gonna.
formula.
Yep.
And it only knocks him out for like 3 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
but it's enough time for Batman to actually knock Barry out
Just punch him real hard in the face.
Yep.
and then strap him to
was
the
his plan.
hood of his car.
Yeah, well, because he's got to have him on a thing that moves real fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got to go 88 miles an hour or something.
He's also retrofitted
Yeah.
the cosmic treadmill.
The cosmic
Into
treadmill
the
onto it.
Batmobile,
That's why
yeah.
there's all these weird things that are
That's the
projecting
size
off
of the treadmill.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a tuning fork that like amplifies Barry, and so he could drive into
Yeah,
the speed
but like
fork.
that car is not going to go anywhere near as fast as Barry
No, but
went
the
on
treadmill doesn't go
treadmill.
that fast either.
No, it's all
No?
about the speed
I assumed
force
he
itself
ran.
tapping into it.
I assumed he used super speed on the treadmill
I
in
think
order to
well,
activate
he does, but like
Not
the
like
treadmill itself
not
has.
like 120 miles an hour. You know, like whatever the Batmobile can
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Like a million miles an hour. You know, like
Yeah.
super speed.
I listen. The cosmic treadmill is a very complicated machine, and I'm assuming that Batman, you know, is smart enough to retrofit the cosmic treadmill
Right.
to go into the Batmobile. You know, I don't have to go that fast. I just need the treadmill to think it's going that fast. Maybe
With Barry on it?
Yeah, with Barry.
Yeah.
With Barry in conjunction.
Maybe he's got like gears on the Batmobile that like make it go even faster.
Yes.
So like the Batmobile's only going like 150, but
Yeah.
the treadmill's spinning at like,
Yeah, like there's
1,000 miles an hour.
There's like concentric screws or
yeah,
gears
yeah.
that are each,
series of gears that transition into
yeah.
higher and higher
It's all
speeds.
about turning, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
that's what the
something's got to
treadmill
be
is.
turning really
Yeah.
fast.
Really fast.
That's
To
essentially what a
get
treadmill
time
is.
to turn back.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, because time works based on like English
actual-
language fucking like puns.
Yeah.
Barry's saying like you can't force the speed force to travel through time. You have to like let it happen.
Sure.
Yeah, what do? You,
I mean, yeah.
you force it to, you go back whatever you fucking
Right.
want.
No. When I run, I don't force it. It's a willful
I let
thing.
it. Yeah. I get the runner's
I
high.
tap into it.
Oh.
And you're breaking through
Listen,
it.
if anyone's-
and
There's
dangerous
an
at
elegance
times.
to it. you
Yes,
know?
there's a dance. I appreciate the fact that Josh Williamson knows this character. He knows Flash. He knows if anybody knows the Speed Force.
Yeah. And Flash has the authority to say
He
like,
should.
I know how it works.
Right, and
You can't
Josh
do it this
Williamson
way.
is a mega Flash fan, so like he would know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still calling horseshit on it because like Barry does like use, break, manipulate, abuse the Speed Force on a near daily basis.
Yeah, but this is how this is a learned Barry. He's just like, look, I've learned from my mistakes.
Right.
I've broken it before.
Yeah, we had the Flashpoint
consequences
already.
are dire.
Yeah, I mean the fact is like it's just Barry's like don't use it. That's what I think.
Well, that's Batman's perspective, right?
mean-
like he's thinking like you just want it for yourself. So therefore I am justified in taking it from you because
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you won't. If it were me and you were asking me for help, I would help you.
That's
even
what he
says
says.
that.
That's what he says, yeah.
Yeah.
And Batman's like you wouldn't because you saved your mom and then you let her die like a coward.
You know, they travel through time. It breaks apart. Both of them are being ripped away as this happens.
Yes,
Barry more so than Batman.
certainly. Well, he's on the hood.
But then we, travel to Gotham City, presumably in the past. Who knows?
I think it's the present.
I don't think they go through time. I think
they
it's a
just go to the-
transference of the Speed Force from Barry to Batman.
Yes.
I think it's
Ever
just
since
like
the Red Skies appeared.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
well, they broke the Speed Force.
Yeah.
right.
I don't know what
guess.
that means.
Right.
So why is there a red sky? Who cares? Shut up.
Yeah. Well, it's red because Flash is red. That's why. Same's Red Death. We're doing the red thing.
And the Speed Force. Oh, I broke
Speed
that.
Force, red, battery. Yeah,
There.
that's it.
Yep.
So, Gotham is rioting and everyone's going crazy.
Yep.
And, Scarecrow's there and he's like, don't worry, citizens, I'll save you.
I'm an opportunist.
You don't have to fear anymore because I'm here.
Yeah, great.
I'm the master of fear.
Right.
And then the Red Death, which is this crazy amalgamation, as they all are, just tears Scarecrow in two.
Yeah.
Just rips right through
Yeah,
him.
because the second that Batman ever takes something that's someone else's, he becomes a crazy murderer and also gruesomely murders his rogues.
Yeah.
Like he killed one person, so now
I didn't even
Kill everyone.
I didn't even really kill Barry. I just sort of unmade him.
Yeah.
Or
I
he's come out
caused
of the
him
Speed Force
to
before.
not be alive anymore.
The fact is, I didn't kill Barry. Some part of Barry imprinted onto me.
Yeah, no,
copied.
we are Barry.
We're
Yeah.
Barry now.
Now he's super fast and he can be everywhere at once.
Yeah.
So he just murders all of the rogues.
Yeah, which
Doesn't he want to go back in time and save the Robins?
Why would I do that?
no, he wants the power to kill people so
Right.
that what happened to the Robins will never happen again.
But why would what?
You could have killed people at any time.
You
Batman.
have 1,000 things. You literally stole the rogues' weapons. You could have killed them with weather or
Yeah.
cold or mirrors.
No, I need the Speed Force
It has to
be
be with
able
the
to
Speed
be
Force.
fast enough to kill
compl-
everyone
it just-
before disaster
Just the
happens.
bottom fell out of your idea because
Yeah.
it was clearly that you want to go back in time and use the Speed Force
Yeah.
to save the Robins. And then he's just like, no, I'm Red Death now and I'm going to kill everybody. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
No,
I guess
no, I can't bring them back. Look at me. Look at what I've become.
Right, I can't bring them back. If I do, it might create some awful New 52 reality, and I don't want to do that.
that'd be terrible.
I'd rather just the skies be red and I kill everybody in a knight's costume.
So he just rips through people.
Yeah.
And then he hears things, but Barry's also in his head.
Yes.
He's doing all this stuff, and Barry is whispering to him, being
here.
like, don't
do
Look
that.
what
We're
you've
friends.
done.
It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Even though you skeletonized me, I'm still trying to help you.
Yeah.
So-
that's what a hero he is.
Now the world is breaking apart because it's
It's
dark
not
universe.
meant to be here because the dragon's destroying it.
Yeah.
What?
The dragon's
That's
destroying
what's
the world.
happening?
That's what's happening. This world only exists as long as Batman's thinking
Oh, right,
about
because
it.
this is before they.
Yeah, they killed the dragon or
Killed the
changed
dragon.
it.
Yeah,
moved
yeah.
it, unhinged him.
This is where you get the evil universes. and
Yeah,
things.
Yeah.
we're in the dark multiverse. The universe exists. It's created because Batman has bad dreams, and then the dragon's like, okay, well that was fucked up. And then
There's a world.
There, it was made. It sucks, and then I break it.
Yeah.
It's why. It's
Why
like,
did I make it in the first place if I'm just gonna break
I
it?
love how it's also there because they want you to be like, well, don't ask any questions about why it doesn't make any sense. The world was made really fast and slipshod.
Yeah.
It's just a thought.
It was just based on a thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a random and then
and then
it
it's
doesn't
over.
make any sense, and then it gets destroyed.
Yeah, before you even think about whether it makes any sense, you just throw it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gravity's broken in this world.
Yeah.
Why do we have it? It's gone.
So it's falling apart, and he's like, what the fuck? I don't get it. I thought it was in reality.
Yeah, everything's terrible. And then suddenly the Batman who laughs shows up and just your world's not supposed to be. Come with me. I've got a world for us.
A whole new world.
And Red Death says,
Come with
show me more.
And you'll see.
And now we're on Earth Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He brings Red Death to to the Earth Prime, main
Earth Prime.
DC universe.
Yeah. He's building his
first
team.
world of the multiverse, it says.
Red Death shows up.
Red Death shows up. Things are exploding. There's stuff raining from the sky. And there are all these weird, terrible bats attacking.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
well, you know how the Flash has lightning and stuff?
Yeah,
Well,
I've
this is
got bats.
This is bat lightning or something.
Yeah.
When I run, I leave a wake of bats.
Yeah. Lightning isn't intrinsic to the Speed Force. Lightning is the thing that happened to Barry, and
Yes.
so he has that.
It's his theme.
With his
Yeah.
Speed
with his-
Force-
I got struck by lightning. Well,
Yeah.
I got scared by bats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
bad.
the
So
Speed
there's
Force is
bats.
adaptive to your theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever you need it to be.
If Green
What?
Lantern got the Speed Force, lanterns would be trailing behind him.
Oh, I thought
That or little jets.
I thought it was that lightning was intrinsically connected to the Speed Force,
It
which is
is.
why it was granted to Barry by a lightning bolt.
Yeah, no, it is. But
Oh. But not here.
But shut up.
But the world he comes from a world that shouldn't exist. This
Right.
is it's just a cool drawing.
Right. Well, it's really weird though when the cool drawing comes into reality and starts fucking with
well,
it.
yeah,
well,
shouldn't
this
be
is
here.
why dreams shouldn't be your reality. It's
Right.
nightmares.
That's why there's a dragon breaking these worlds.
Yeah.
Barry is just like, why are there bats in your drifting? Your
What?
drifts.
Don't call it
Those
out.
Bats. oh, everything hurts and I feel old. Somehow he's sucking the life out of him. Mm-hmm. I guess because they're sharing the Speed Force?
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good call.
Anyway, right before Red Death is about to kill our Barry, Dr. Fate swoops in, takes him out, and the end of the book.
Yeah.
Wow, this evil Batman Flash seems like impossibly powerful. I don't see how he could possibly be defeated.
Only if he's like...
He can just age people with a thought.
Yeah. Somehow he is
Seems
not
like way OP.
Yeah, that's why...
Incredibly.
He's so
he's also a speedster.
He's also popular. Like, that's why he's so popular. It's because he's so freaking powerful and cool.
Yeah, but like, look at him kill everyone around him. So fast.
Yeah. You want to talk about the cyborg one? I mean, Murder Machine?
Sure. Sure. I'll talk about Cyborg Murder Machine book.
Yeah.
This is Dark Knight's Batman the Murder Machine.
Oh. I'm waiting for Batman the finishing move. Can't wait.
Batman the DDT.
That's when he has to...
The dark...
The dark suplex.
DKT.
Yeah. Dark Knight suplex.
Oh, there we
DKT. From downtown. From
DKS.
From Crime Alley.
So this is by Frank Thierry and James Tynion IV, with art by Riccardo Federici.
See.
We are on Earth Zero here. We're starting in normal Earth.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're at Star Labs.
Uh-huh.
And Cyborg's dad, whose name I don't remember.
Silas Stone.
Stone, Dr. Stone.
Yep.
Dr. Stone is talking to Cyborg, and they're like concerned about like what's going on like in the world, like the shit's happening. The
Dark Knight's Metal is
Dark Knight's
happening.
Metal is going
The event
on.
has taken place.
Yeah.
Like
Challenger's
shit's going
Mountain
crazy.
blew up in the middle of friggin' Gotham. Like, it's messed up.
Yeah, and Cyborg assures his dad that like he's in a safe place, and we see he's on the watchtower.
Dad, I'm already doing monitor duty, like I always do in the
I'm
Justice
guarding
League
the
book.
base.
I'm guarding the base.
I'm already restricted to not helping the team.
Yeah.
I'm already Bumblebee. Come
Don't
on.
rub my face in it.
No, but you could come down here and help me. No, you come here and help me.
They remark that like Gotham is gone, and Cyborg.
not, by the way.
Yeah, but
if it
as we
was-
know it is gone. Gotham as we know it is gone. He says, replaced by something I can barely understand. And he's studying it from the watch. He wasn't banished to the watchtower to guard
studying.
it. He's in the watchtower studying.
Yeah, I need the vantage point. I need to look.
Also, he's a college student. He has to study.
Yeah.
He's got midterms.
Central City and Gotham were both affected, so they're theorizing that all the home cities of the Justice League might be under threat.
Right.
So this one sequentially comes after because they only mention Gotham and Central City as having been effed up. He's like, what if Detroit's next? Or what about DC, Metropolis, Coast City, so all the Justice League cities.
I see they don't say Atlantis or Themyscira.
I don't care about that.
No. Well, he says Amnesty Bay, which I assume is...
That's Aquaman.
That's Aquaman,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
but
then...
that's like a tiny town.
DC
that
well,
shouldn't be
that's-
Atlantis.
That's like, oh no, the aliens have invaded and they're going to destroy Washington, D.C., New York, Chicago, and Bar Harbor.
not Bar Harbor.
Like,
Well-
why?
Well,
Well, I
just
mean,
'cause
that's where he
Aquaman's there.
summered sometimes.
Yeah.
It's important to where he grew up, but it's not really important to his life now.
My satellites can't see Atlantis, so...
So I'm going to pick your lighthouse.
Yeah, I can't
It's
gather...
the watchtower. It should.
It
No,
should
well,
be
the
able to
bad
monitor
guys.
Atlantis, but it doesn't. Evil Batman shows up in the middle of their conversation, and he's talking with like crazy robot language, I guess, with the font. You can see.
Man in air.
Yeah, and he's like looks kind of machine-like, kind of Iron Man-like.
Yeah, he's supposed to look like Cyborg.
He's supposed to look like Cyborg. I get Iron Man vibes.
Oh,
but,
yeah, totally.
Yeah. And he says he's here to help.
I'm here to help.
Why is he here to help? What happened? Let's go back.
Oh, sweet.
Earth -44.
Ah.
Which is where this evil Batman comes from, and Alfred is getting beat up and broken by
A bunch of rogues.
a bunch of rogues.
A bunch of Batman
Killer
villains.
Croc and
Bane,
Harley
Quinn.
Quinn, not the Joker.
Clayface.
No, Joker would find this repugnant. He
I
would
guess.
not want to be involved.
Yeah. And so they break Alfred's back and kill him, and then you see that like Bruce is like watching it on a monitor, and the Justice League is there like, Bruce, you gotta stop.
You gotta stop obsessing over
like
this.
going through this over and over again. And they're all in suits and stuff because they're there for the wake.
Yes.
And they're like, well, I'm gonna go up to the wake and like honor
the memory
of-
Alfred's memory.
Stop watching him get murdered over and over again.
And Batman's like, it's my fault. Like I can't like let it go.
Yeah.
So he turns to Barry and says, Barry, I need you to turn back time again.
Never! And he's like, no!
I will be Red Death again!
Yeah, and so we get another sequel to Red Death, which is the exact same book, but a different character died. Now this time he whispers in
It didn't
Cyborg's
take
ear.
four Robins, only one Alfred.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess the theme of these books is like something horrible happens to Batman, and like, what if he turned to ex-Justice Leaguer for
Yeah, that's
help?
like basically what it is.
Yeah.
And ex-Justice Leaguer said no.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
this one.
Well, this one
Yes.
doesn't say no.
No, he helps him.
He does help him. So Batman goes to Cyborg and asks him for assistance in bringing his AI Alfred to consciousness.
Yeah, because before he died, Alfred was working on an AI
Batman was working on an
Yeah.
AI of Alfred.
of
Right.
Alfred.
Which
Yes.
he'll use in Dark Knight
He
Strikes Again.
scanned.
But yes.
Yeah, he scanned Alfred's mind to create an artificial intelligence, but he didn't finish it, and so
Right.
he needs Cyborg to help him like complete the
code. He makes an AI Alfred, and Cyborg's like, that seems fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, can you also make AI parents versions of
Right?
for me?
No, I couldn't scan their minds.
No,
But I do have-
exactly, because they're
But I
already
do have
dead.
AI Tim Drakes and Jason Todds and
Yeah,
Tim
right?
Graysons and Barbara Gordons
Oh,
and
do they
Jim
do
Gordon.
that?
No,
Oh, that's too bad.
they should.
So we cut back to the present, and Batman is, or what are we going to call him?
Murder Machine.
Murder Machine. Murder Machine is.
Murder Machine!
Somebody in the book literally says, "You're not a murder machine."
Yeah.
And then the commercial starts, Murder Machine! Down! Look at Murder Machine going across the street. He's knocking over barrels.
So Dr. Stone is hearing all this. He's like, "Stop! Don't hurt him! Like,
Hey!
I'll help you. Like, what do you want? I'll give you anything."
He just mutes him.
Yeah, he literally Murder Machine mutes Dr. Stone.
Hold, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he literally mutes him, and then he kicks his ass. Then he's like, "And now I'm gonna unmute him."
Yeah, literally, like he beats the shit out of Cyborg. Cyborg fights back a little bit, and
Sucks.
then we see Murder Machine's like secret weapon. In addition to all his like robotics and stuff, he has AI
Hard
light constructs
Or nanotech
of
Alfred? Yeah.
something. Alfred appears. And he says, "How may I help you?" And that's like all he could say.
Yeah.
And then he's like all like shimmery looking.
Yeah.
So it's like he's digital.
Yeah, he's glitter. He's either like nanotech or digital or
Yeah.
holographic or hard light.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows?
And he like manifests like a gun or something.
Yep.
So then we cut back to
Negative Earth
Earth
44
44 again, and we see progression of like what happened. So of course, Batman Murder Machine uses the Alfreds to like defeat the bad guys, and so we see them like confronting Bane.
Yeah, they Agent Smith. There's like 1,000.
Yeah,
Alfreds.
there's just like a dozen Alfreds.
They're like, let me clean up after
They're like,
you.
how may I help you? How may I help you? How may I help you? Which is like a cool
It's
like
a cool
visual.
Yeah, how do you make Alfred scary?
Yeah, yeah. You just make a lot of them,
Yeah.
and he
And
just
Make
says
him
the same
cold,
thing.
unfeeling, and he asks the question but never responds.
No.
Yeah.
But I love that. Like, how may I help you? How may I help you? How may I help you? You can go away. Oh, I'm afraid I can't. Do
That's
that.
like the scene in iRobot.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is like
Yeah,
that.
when he gets knocked down and all the robots are like, "Oh, I need."
It's inherently terrifying.
Yeah, exactly.
And Bane's just like, "I'm just trying to leave.
sorry.
I'll leave. I'll
I'm
go
leaving.
away.
I'm
I'm
going.
just going to the airport right now. Right now, I'll go to the airport.
Right now.
You don't have to kill me."
Yeah.
Which
No,
is
we
like,
do.
yeah, no, but we're going to.
You broke me over your knee.
Yeah.
You piece of shit. Don't
Yep.
pretend like that's not okay.
And I'm just a person.
Yeah.
I'm not like Batman. I'm not trained.
yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Asshole.
Yeah. So then you think like, oh, this is how it starts. He gets Bane because Bane killed Alfred, and then he's gonna go after the other ones. And then you see Cyborg confronting Bruce Wayne in the cave,
Yeah.
and you find out that like, no, this isn't the start. Like this is the end. Like Bane was the last one.
Bane was
like
the last.
he murdered everybody in Arkham,
Yeah.
and then killed Bane.
Yeah. Well, and the idea here, I think, is also like, Batman isn't too far gone. He's not Murder Machine yet.
Right,
It's
right.
like Cyborg still thinks that Batman is like, oh no, this is a total mistake. We have to
Yes.
stop him.
Yeah, because Batman's talking about like how he's gonna fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm
like-
not gonna turn him off.
He's like,
because
look,
they'll die again.
I turned Alfred on, and the AI wiped out all of the inmates in Arkham.
They're trying to
Yeah.
help me out.
Yeah,
to
it
help
thought
me
that's
out.
what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So like, I just have to fix this.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna kill Alfred all over again. So like, we'll just fix him while he's online.
And really, like, those people killed Alfred. So can you blame his AI like version for like thinking that it
Wanting
should kill them,
vengeance?
even though it wouldn't have remembered that because
Nope.
the brain scan would have
No,
been
it's
from
helping
before it.
Batman.
Yeah, it's helping Batman.
Now it did kill all of the ones that killed Alfred, but like it also blew up like Arkham. So it's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm just.
There were
I'm-
other people there that had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
also
no.
still deserve to die.
they
Well,
do
because
yeah.
they fight Batman.
Yeah. So it's like the ultimate way of like serving Batman or protecting Batman.
Keep Bruce safe.
Yeah. So Batman's like, I can fix him, and Cyborg's like, you have to destroy him.
Yes.
Is what you need to
Turn it
do.
off.
You need to let go.
Whoa.
yeah.
I am not destroying my
let
butler.
go. I don't think
I'm
you understand.
Batman. I don't move past shit.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still Batman.
Yeah.
Right. Then you hear Alfred like saying like, "Let me in. Let me in."
Because
So
he
it's
gets
like,
access to like the
oh.
Bat computer.
Yeah.
It's all over or something.
Right, or like he's gonna like merge with Batman or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, like well, you think it's like let me into like the central computer.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh no, let me in
Into
to
like
body.
your mind and body or whatever.
Yeah.
So this begs the question, which I don't think is answered. Like, is the murder machine a human with a suit, or is it like a robot?
I think it's a
know.
cyborg. I think the idea is that it merges.
Well, yeah,
with-
because it becomes the
it's Bruce
cyborg
Wayne.
version of Batman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think there's organic matter in there.
We just never get like the, oh, this is how it started, like it crawled onto me or it's
Yeah, we don't show him go like, let me come in, Alfred.
Yeah, he does talk about how like they grab him.
Yeah.
So like nanotech arms or like whatever,
Yeah,
like
fuse with
surround
him.
him and
Yeah.
spread through his body. So then Cyborg reveals that like you're gonna fail because like I built the computer systems of the Watchtower, you won't be able to infiltrate them. And Murder Machine's like, ha ha ha, like that's not what my plan was.
Yeah.
My plan was actually to go after Star Labs, and I have successfully infiltrated the Star Labs network, so you're fucked. And so Murder Machine reveals that like I've already taken over the military, or crippled it in any case, and I'm attacking Detroit, your
Yep.
hometown, I guess just to fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, specifically Detroit.
No, I took over
he wanted Star Labs.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted Star Labs, but then
But,
like also
Detroit can't fight back, so like, yeah.
I crippled your military and I took over Detroit.
Yeah,
like
like,
oh
And
no.
I found your house and I took a dump on the
Yeah,
porch.
like okay, one of those things already you run everything now.
Yeah.
So like,
oh no.
yeah.
Don't worry, and I also took down Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Like, cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I figured you'd care more about the Detroit one. So, and then we cut back one more goddamn time to see
Let's
like
go back. Let's go back
Because
again.
the presupposition here is that like, you're going to read an adventure about these characters, and instead it's
No.
a tie-in to Dark Knight's Metal
Yeah.
with like glimmers of the universe. Like the first part one we did, where it's like it's just here's what Aquaman, if it was a woman, and Batman, their adventure was.
Yeah.
These are like, what if this pretended to tell you a little bit about why Dark Knight's Metal was happening around this time, and also a little bit of context, the barest minimum of context
Yeah.
for
Background for
how
the character.
For how we
Batman
got
became
this.
a friggin' robot.
Yeah. Which like it really adds nothing because you could just like invent it in your head.
Yeah.
And also like what they show you is not that compelling. So
At all.
But that's we'll talk
Like
about
the
that.
whole idea is, all right, all the Robins die, he becomes the Flash. Alfred
Alfred
dies,
dies.
he becomes Murder Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I picked scenarios out of a hat and mixed and matched them. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing intrinsic about Alfred dying that leads to him
Cyborg.
taking cyborg
Nope.
powers versus Flash powers.
Yeah.
It's just
It's just arbitrary.
Yeah.
It's just there are no wrong answers in this pitch meeting. That's what it was. Yes.
Female
Yes.
Gremlin.
Done.
Yeah.
Female Gremlin.
why is it Cyborg Batman? I don't know.
That's on you.
That's
you the
come
one
up
who
with
said it out
something.
loud.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That's your responsibility now. Ah, damn it.
Oh shit.
The reality is, why Cyborg Batman? Because there's one for every Justice Leaguer, and Cyborg's on the Justice League,
Yes.
so there's got to be a Cyborg Batman. I mostly just want like Wonder Woman
Yeah.
and Superman Batman, or Doomsday Batman, and I got to get Cyborg too, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, the reason is because we need to 3 years after its relevancy make McFarlane figures of them.
Well, here's the thing. I have to have the entire team face off against the entire team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everyone's got to be
Yeah,
an evil
everyone's
guy.
got-
They don't even do that.
Yeah,
Which
not like in
is
the
madness.
the X-Men.
Yeah, like you'd think like,
show
that'd
where
be
they
fun.
fight off,
Yeah, no. But
Yeah.
in any case.
yeah.
there we go.
So.
What if the Justice League were all Batman and assholes?
Yeah, so in Earth -44, the Justice League teams up to fight Murder Machine. He defeats the one by one. Cyborg is the last one standing. And Cyborg like makes an appeal to his humanity,
Yes.
which is fruitless because there's none of it left.
Right.
And he rips Cyborg's head off.
Because that's totally badass and cool.
Because
He
it's
Mortal
totally- yeah.
Kombats him because his robotic spine is still
That's
attached.
right.
Yes, yep, you get the robot spine.
Yep.
It is
Fatality.
gruesome.
There's no escape from Murder Machine.
No, at that moment, he became Murder Machine.
Right? Yeah. Even though he
That's the
just
scene where he says, "You're not a murder machine."
yeah, he says you have let yourself become some kind of horrible murder machine.
We are some kind of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
This some kind of Dark Knight's Metal.
Yep. And then friggin' the Batman Who Laughs shows up and's like, hey, your world's gonna die, but I can save you and take you to this other world. And so
Hey, do I see my world dying? No, not yet, but
Trust me.
It will someday.
Look at me. I'm a Cenobite.
Yeah. And so like
Cenobite.
No. You start to see him like kind of like fight back a little bit, and you're like, oh, maybe this cyborg is gonna like defeat his Batman. He like punches through like a force field that cyborg or that murder machine has created, and then he's grabbed from behind by a giant hand, and you see that the entire what do they call them?
The Dark Knights.
Dark Knights are there.
Yeah.
And it was Doomsday Batman that like smashed his face in,
and then they all
kills
hit him and beat him up.
Right. Yeah, and then they all dog pile on him. Yeah.
It's a big pile.
Yeah. They pig pile on him.
They dog pile. They search his embarrassing history and.
What is dog pile? What is a dog pile?
What is it?
The art changes, but it changes so slightly from the past to the present that
it's like imperceptible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you see that like they're all here. They rip off Cyborg's arm, and you hear Batman or Murder Machine unmutes Dr. Stone so that he can hear his son being like ripped apart, which is like horrific.
That is terrible.
Yep. And
so they
then
scarecrow him from Wizard of Oz. They took my arm, they threw it over there. They took my leg, they threw it over there.
Yeah. And then you just get like there's like 2 pages that are like pointless here because it's just the Batman who laughs like just
being like, oh man,
saying
it's
the
great.
Same thing.
Dark Knight's metal, pick it up on sale now.
Yep.
But
they
do say like, you know, oh, he has like this metal in him, and if only he knew how to use it.
That's true. He mentions the metal. The metal. He had no
metal.
idea. He had no idea that the metal would be useful against us or something. And then, they make a Dark Knight's metal watchtower.
Oh no. We got Dark Knight's Batman the Dawnbreaker, which is written by Sam Humphries. In it, we go to Earth -32, Gotham City. You know that story where like Joe Chill shoots the Waynes and leaves Bruce alone? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well that happens. But a Green Lantern ring finds him. Whose is it? When? What?
Shut up.
Just what if also a Green Lantern ring showed up?
So maybe it's Alvin Sur's ring.
No!
Alvin Sur just died.
That would mean that Hal Jordan is like 10 years older than Bruce Wayne. So
the ring keeps him young.
There you go. So Bruce, in this case, he doesn't dramatically pose for the cover of Batman Year One. Instead,
he's not just sad.
He just chases. He has incredible. He shows no fear and has incredible willpower, and he chases after Joe Chill. Yeah. And then the ring finds him, and he becomes Green Lantern Boy. And so Green Lantern Boy discovers Joe Chill like going through the Wayne's wallet, and he tries to use the ring to kill Joe Chill. But there is a limitation on the ring, which is established. That is, the ring won't let you kill because it's a comic book for children. So the ring is like, no, I can't do it. And his willpower is at 100%, and it still won't do it. But then his willpower goes up to 117%, and then 181%. And
like 181% of what? Like what?
100% is the maximum amount of percentage of will that you could possibly muster. You can't get more will.
We've measured will all over the galaxy, all over the universe.
We determined the maximum.
The maximum that
anyone
could ever have, and
it.
somehow you have more.
Yeah, but the idea here is I believe that like Bruce's will, which is so much stronger than any Green Lantern of any kind ever in the history of the Lantern Corps, it breaks the ring and allows for darkness to corrupt the ring. What the fuck does that mean? Whatever.
That has never been a thing ever before.
Darkness.
Oh, you've tapped into the dark side of the lantern.
Well, because it's based on a thought, a terrible thought that shouldn't exist. What if a ring could be corrupted and dark?
Yeah. So the darkness infects the ring and allows him to tap into more will.
Light?
No. So he kills Joe Chill. Yeah, he turns him into a skeleton, and then he tries to bring back his parents, and they're puppet corpses, and he's like, "Dah!" So he leaves them alone, and he just fucks off.
That was a bad idea. Okay.
So then he like gets older, like God knows how much older, but like he's able to have a 6-pack now, and so he's older, and
he's at least 15,
and he changes his mask to be a little bit more Batman-y, but he's still Green Lantern, and he goes to Gordon. Gordon's like, "I don't like you or trust you. I'm Jim Gordon. Usually Batman talks to me at this point in your history, but he doesn't because he's a Green Lantern." So then, we see like a flashback to Batman dealing with Scarecrow, and he like kills him, and then he goes to fight Penguin. Penguin's reaction is priceless. He goes, "Christ! He's gonna murder us!" Like the villains of Gotham.
He's gonna murder us.
He's gonna murder us. He's gonna moiderize us.
He's a murder machine. Oh no, wait.
Oh wait, no. So basically, that Bruce Wayne now has the power of the Green Lantern ring, and he allows it to murder people, so he's unstoppable.
Because his will is so strong.
Yep, and he allows the darkness. And like the Green Lantern ring is a light in the darkness, but the darkness within the Green Lantern ring creates darkness. Whatever.
He could turn off the lights.
He can turn off the lights now.
Oh, he broke the dawn.
Yeah, he broke the dawn.
Yeah, even if your lights aren't voice controlled, he can turn them dark with a single command.
Yes.
Yeah, he's Albus Dumbledore with his little.
He's got that thing.
Yeah, it's magic. He has magic.
He has magic power. So he kills like all of Penguin's henchmen and throws Penguin into orbit, and like then he gets hit by clandestinely flying asteroids which rip Penguin apart.
Yeah, he puts him in
Literally,
space.
he like just shoots the other minions, and Penguin he carries into space, who then asphyxiates and then is ripped apart
by meteors. Like,
that just happened to be there.
Oh, I knew they were going to be there.
It's one thing if he just chokes on his own blood or vomit, but instead he's like, I'm dead, and then like, and his body blows up. That's how friggin' dark and crazy this world is. So anyway, Jim Gordon's like, I know you're Bruce Wayne because like you killed, because of the Waynes.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, knock it off. And then Bruce is like, nah, I'm gonna vaporize you. Nah. So he kills Gordon.
Yeah.
And like,
he just casually murders the police commissioner because he gave him some lip.
Yeah, because he gave him a little bit of a hard time. And then the Green Lantern Corps, in true heroic fashion, arrive 2 seconds after that to then be like, we're gonna take you down. And we see like all the Guardians come too. So it's all the Guardians and all the Green Lanterns.
Yep.
Including Kilowog because he's awesome.
Yeah.
And so the ring that Bruce wields turns the lights out and then surrounds them in like demons, monster demon aliens,
nightmares.
But like these look like the things that infect the ring. So like, is this like a dark parallax thing? It doesn't fucking matter. But like monsters come out.
I assume they're like manifestations of like Bruce's fears
assume
and
that's
anger
true.
or whatever.
Yeah, but I thought so
he
too.
can't have fear because he overcame all of his fear. That's why the ring chose him.
He channeled it into ring constructs.
Right, but I thought that it was like just demons that like maybe corrupted him or made it into the ring because shit gets in the ring. Like you see something like
going
into the ring, and it's like, and then you see these things, and Parallax looks like one of those. So whatever. So he kills everybody, and he like rips Canthat's head off because like that's freaking dark, and like as he's looking into the power battery, like bats fly out, and he's like, oh sweet, and he climbs into the lantern, and he becomes Batman / Green Lantern. Which is Dawnbreaker.
Oh, sweet! I can get older.
Yeah, I can get older. I can become Batman / Green Lantern.
Yeah, why does the bat thing happen?
Because bats were there. Like he sees bats. Maybe it's because he was frightened by bats as a child, and so he's like, oh, the bats. That's still the source of my fear.
Right.
In any case, bats fly by. He decides to become not Green Lantern, but instead Dawnbreaker, and makes up his own stupid oath. Which is like, I don't get that because like the oath is supposed to be like this thing that like exists throughout time and it helps you tap into the battery and like, but if you just make up your own oath,
that's like a gimmick.
No, it's a gimmick.
Which he also never heard. That oath.
Nope.
Or maybe like the knowledge of the ring was always in there.
I guess the ring told him the oath.
But of course, like the moment that he becomes the Dawnbreaker is the moment that like the creepy like insecurity fantasy that Batman has on Earth Zero ends. So the Earth is getting destroyed by the dragon.
Yes.
So he's floating around in space, and the the Batman who laughs shows up, and he's like, "I already did Murder Machine and Red Death. So now it's your turn."
Hopefully you read those books.
Yeah. If you didn't, there they are on this asteroid. And you can hang out with me and my Stygian Robins. And he's like, sounds good. So he comes to Earth Zero, and he goes to Coast City, and he starts some shit. Hal Jordan shows up. He's like, oh no. No one's screwing around with Coast City.
Especially if they think they're a wannabe lantern.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can probably guess what happens next.
Right. He gets beaten by the Dawnbreaker almost, but then Dr. Fate shows up, and he's like, you gotta be in Dark Knight's battle. And he grabs him. And then the book ends.
Oh, they couldn't save Cyborg, though.
No.
Yeah,
What happened, Dr.
Where
Fate?
did Dr. Fate not pull Cyborg into his...
I don't know. I can
You
imagine.
hear the conversation. He was
Dr.
on
Fate
mute.
hasn't been on the Justice League in a long time. I can imagine being like, look, why would we get Cyborg? He's on the Titans.
Oh,
You said save the
you've been out of
Justice
commission a little
League.
while, Dr.
Yeah.
Fate.
So Dawnbreaker Batman like puts a big power battery bat signal on the roof of whatever building that he's near, causes to make a confusing bat signal, and he's stealing the light, and he's making bat monster demons that are taking over. It's just,
Why does this Batman lantern go to Coast City and F up Coast City? What tie does he have to
he
Coast
needs
City?
to go there because
I have to.
because he's a lantern and Hal Jordan's there.
Yeah, I guess it's just like I was assigned to go here. I don't have any particular reason.
Oh, it's the Batman Who Laughs plan.
Yeah. I would go to I wanted to go to Gotham.
Right,
But,
I'm from Gotham, but like I'm in line behind like 18 different Batman who all want to like pants Gotham.
Yeah.
So
I guess I'll go to Coast City.
That's it. So that happened.
Yeah.
And and for some reason, as he like gets older and he gets like more like darkness, he becomes more like gross looking. He gets more like.
Yeah, like it takes him over more.
Yeah,
He's like the Emperor. Like he's so suffused with the dark side of the Green Lantern ring that turns him twisted and evil.
That's right. So the question is, which one's the good, the bad, and the ugly? Which is the best out of all of these?
You made this really hard on us.
I'm sorry. I just picked them because they were the most popular ones. I was like,
I know, there were what was left.
Yeah, they're what's left.
This is hard.
I'm the most intrigued by the Red Death because of the Barry-Bruce dynamic. Will Barry ever take over or defeat Bruce?
Oh, yeah.
Can you separate them? If you do, what happens to that Barry?
This one was fast.
It was, well, it should be.
Much like the Red Flash is.
Yeah.
Like, over the Flash.
They don't show you the Robin's dying. They just say that Robin's
And I'm glad of it.
died.
Don't waste time. I mean, you could have had, like, if you wanted to, like, really lean into your artist and be like, do something cool. Full page splash of all the Robins being killed. But, you know, I mean, we get Bane reverse nightfalling Alfred.
Yeah.
Which, like, this is my move.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like horror, this one, the Murder Machine, for me, because of the stuff with Alfred, is like very graphic and horrifying. I find that one like the most disturbing. At the end of the day, all three of these are the same premise. They are Batman. Something happens to Batman, and he gets infected with a thing that makes him evil. But in Murder Machine, it's like a computer virus, which is like a real thing. And so I understand it.
But we never get the scene of Batman actually being infected with that.
No, we don't.
No,
That's what bothers me.
we hear Alfred being like, "Let me in, come on, let me in," and then he describes it,
Right, he
which
does
you don't
describe
get in these other books, where like he gets the Speed Force in him, and it like makes him bad for some reason.
Yeah, but he does it wrong, and it's like, what?
Yeah, I don't know what. Why does the Speed Force, when ripped from Barry Allen, turn Batman into a fucking psycho? Like, why?
Why does getting the ring and breaking the willpower turn him into a murderer?
Exactly. I don't understand. But I can understand how like a super intelligent AI like going into your brain that has like one directive to protect you would make you go a little crazy. Like I can conceptualize that.
Right, but I think the point is that like none of it makes any sense because they're not supposed to. Like because at the end of the when Green Lantern Batman, when Dawnbreaker like reaches the end of the story, the world starts to end because like who gives a shit?
Yeah, and it's
like,
supposed to.
You've reached the end of your fantasy. Like the world is destroying because Batman goes, well, that wouldn't even fucking work.
Oh no!
And then Batman who laughs is like, don't I'll save you. This is just stupid.
That's fair. Yeah.
He gets angry.
Yeah.
And then chases after Joe Chill, and the ring's like, hey, congratulations, you're Green Lantern Corps. Fuck you, kill for me. No, do it. Okay.
That's kind of fun, but also like.
And then he makes up a terrible oath.
That
oath,
man. Oh,
so silly.
So dumb.
I mean, they're all silly because all of the spectrum has oaths.
Yeah.
But like, once you can't unring that bell.
But you're supposed to have an oath for that spectrum. This is just nothing.
You're a Green Lantern that just fucks with the ring.
No, I made a new ring.
No, you did.
I changed it. I let in the darkness.
Yeah,
so
now it's like
dark green. That's dark green. That's like forest green.
We already have those. They're called Black Lanterns.
No, it's not like that though. It's like it's not quite that dark. It's still a little bit green.
Right. Yeah. So I guess I'll go good. I'm gonna go bad, ugly. I've always wanted to see Batman as a Green Lantern, but I have a better story for that.
Oh yeah, this is not the way to do Batman as a Green Lantern.
I mean, the one they did in Elseworlds is like, okay, it's better than this. But it's also not like a dark multiverse version.
Yeah.
Even still, it's like, okay, whatever. Murder Machine, at least, like, the Alfred stuff makes sense. And I like seeing Bane being like, no, I'm getting on the plane.
No, please, just let me go.
Like, please.
Kind of touching.
Yeah, it's sad.
Like,
I buy it.
I can't lose him. You don't understand.
Yeah. He seems more obsessive than he normally is, but, like, you kind of convinced me in terms of his, like, you know, it making more sense.
Yeah.
His corruption is more
certainly more so than the Flash one where you don't see it.
Why are you even doing it? Like, explain your plan.
Yeah, and it's funny because you
wasn't fast
you
enough?
mentioned that
You didn't
like
even say that.
Yeah, no, and you mentioned that like it must be time travel,
but it isn't.
Which I hadn't even thought of.
Right.
I just thought it made no sense, and then you're like, oh, time travel, but then he doesn't use the time travel, so it wasn't that. It was just he just arbitrarily decides
Flash is
that
my guy
he needs
now.
the Speed Force. Now, I can say that, like, to me, that does make sense because super speed is the best power in my view.
Certainly DC super speed because it's so versatile.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not just that you can, like, be fast.
Yeah.
I can also travel through
time. You can travel through time.
I can vibrate through objects.
You can pass through solid objects.
You can age or de-age people. Like,
No. So it's, like, way OP. And,
you can travel through dimensions as a result of your
you perceive time faster.
Yes.
So, like, no one can ever kill you because, like, as soon as they start to, you'll just, like, see it coming, and you'll
move.
have like several minutes from your perspective to deal with it. So how could anyone ever beat you?
Right.
So
yeah.
like.
No, Batman being like, I wish I'd been hit by the lightning bolt. Like that would be interesting.
Yeah, if he was to say like, clearly super speed is the best. With that, I can do anything.
Yeah, you could have.
Ethan's like, oh, this is my Bible.
That would be my book.
be
I'd be like,
amazing.
thank you.
Yeah,
Finally,
you kidding
someone
me?
acknowledged
He's
it.
like driving Barry on the hood. He's like, you could beat Superman, you could beat Wonder Woman, you could beat anybody if you were just smart enough. I got all this power and you don't use it right.
I'm smart enough, but I need this.
It'd be great. It'd be fucking amazing to see. Like, I want this to keep going. Where it's like he used the Speed Force. He's like, I don't need this. I only need the Speed Force once, just for 1 second, and I know you wouldn't fucking let me do it. And here's why. He uses it. He goes back in time. He uses the Speed Force. He accesses it. He goes back in time. Barry Allen's there. He's prepared with chemicals, and he goes. And then Bruce Wayne just goes, boo.
Shoves it out of the way.
Shoves it out of the way. Lightning bolt hits him. He's like, yes. Then he just runs out of the way. Barry's like, what the fuck was that? Thank you, kind random citizen, for
saved
saving
my
me.
life
I
from
almost
that
got hit by
lightning
fucking lightning.
Yeah. Oh man, we're gonna piss off a lot of Flash fans here.
I'm just saying that would be a really fun Dark Multiverse version.
Yeah. And like, Flash,
instead of them
you're
merging.
fucking up. Like,
Yeah.
if Batman had your power, he'd do way better than you.
He'd do way better. And it's like, no, he's obsessive and he's like a psycho about it. Like, he wouldn't because Barry is like pure and kind, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but then Batman also goes through and is just like, hey, I have the Speed Force now. I guess I'll just kill everybody.
I guess I'll just murder everybody because I've run out of pages.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like getting revenge for killing your parents in the heat of the moment. That's a little bit understandable.
Yeah, this was
Or-
calculated and meticulously planned.
You took the cosmic treadmill and you like spent months reverse engineering it into the front of your hood of your car. Like, are you kidding me?
Assembling all the weapons of the Rogues Gallery.
Yeah. First, you had to defeat them. That would have been fun too. A lot of like wasted potential, unfortunately. Like Batman, like opening the book with Batman beating all of the Rogues.
Yeah, you're like, why is he attacking the Rogues? What does he
Dude,
care?
and wouldn't it be fun to see him like he uses the arsenal of his Rogues to defeat the Rogues?
Oh, yeah.
Well, not only that, but it would be great to have that. And Barry's like, thank you for helping me. And the second Batman defeats them, they're just like, now it's your turn.
Yeah.
Well, he's like,
He just picks up Captain Kirk's gun.
Well, he frees his feet.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This is my plan the whole time. I'm
Let's
Batman.
go.
I'm gonna strap you to my car now.
It makes a
What?
So there you have it. Wrong box recommendations. I'm thinking no.
No.
Nothing was terrible enough where I couldn't stand
None of them
it.
were like, I hate this. I was just like, nah, whatever.
It's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Just like,
My trouble is
why?
I just know where it's going, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no,
that
they
also.
have no reread ability.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing here that's like, oh man, after Dark Knight's Metal, you can really enjoy all of these.
Nope.
There you have it, everybody. We want to thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys next time with another episode of The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to get more, and we'll see you guys next time. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
So long.
Hey, what do you think we should do next time for GBU?
I'm thinking Dark Spider-Man.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do they come from like a dark multiverse that shouldn't be?
It's just called What If. That's just the Marvel Multiverse.
Right.
The Marvel Multiverse is the Dark Multiverse.
It is dark, yeah.
I can imagine DC coming and being like, oh, let me look at your multiverse. Holy shit.
Oh.
What dragon destroys these? I'm like, what?
What happened to your dragon?
What happened to your dragon? How come he's not smashing the universe? You mean Galactus? He just eats planets that exist in our reality.
What? That doesn't sound like a
You
dragon.
let him run around?
You don't have a dragon? Oh!
You need a dragon.
You need a dragon to kill that reality and have a better one. It sounds like yours is the dark multiverse. There's a cosmic being who just murders entire planets?
You have, like-
and everyone's just kind of like, yeah, that's just how it's supposed to be.
That's just how it
what?
is.
Well, as long as
Superman
they-
would have something to say about that.
As long as it ain't my home.
Superman? Sounds like a jackbooted Nazi to me.
Who is this guy to like upset the natural order of the galaxy?
Yeah. And he calls himself Superman. He calls himself that.
Also, he's not really even human.
Yeah.
Hey, he's an alien?
Yeah.